every dream is real. Every dream. I want to be a football player at Notre Dame. I didn't say All-American.
Yes.
I didn't say a starter.
Yes.
I said football player.
Yes.
A lot of people say, hey, Rudy, you can't go to Notre Dame. You're not an All-American.
Right.
I never said I was.
Yes.
I just wanted to be a contributor.
Right.
That's the difference.
Yes.
I think life is like that, too. I don't have to be a great starter to be somebody. I don't have to be Joe Montana, Michael Jordan to be somebody, or a great actor.
Well, you don't want to be copy. You want to be you, right? The original.
Yeah, my father said, be like John, be like, Frank.
Yes, I remember saying, I'm not John. Yes, yes.
I'm me.
I remember that, yes.
Right.
You say, have a great attitude. You say also it's important, change the friend. Then, you just really make that choice, you go. So many people, they don't know how to go by that because they let other information. They believe in it. That's what they are.
Information is the key. You said it. Information. Where do you get information from? Books you read, people you hang around, movies you watch, television you watch. Hey, information is what confuses you. And a lot of people say, well, how do you get rid of that information, Rudy? Don't hang around it. Don't listen to it. Don't watch it. Don't read it. So I quit reading books I couldn't understand. I started reading self-help books. I understood those.
Yes.
It made a big difference, too.
You say don't hang around. A lot of people, somehow if I don't hang around this friend, I will never have another friend. That's why they believe in it.
Well, that's what they're told. See, friends are, a true friend will encourage you to move on. A true friend will be tough on you.
Like your
They're
friend,
called
like
mentors.
John.
Mentors.
Yes.
A mentor is not, God bless him, God bless their talent. My mentor is not Charles Barkley, and I love him. I think he's a great athlete, but I could never be him.
Yes.
He is Charles Barkley. He can do what he can do, and he can do it great, but I can't be like him. Then I said, well, what about Michael Jordan? I can't be him, but I can be like Michael Jordan. I know I can, because he didn't quit. He went back to his dream.
Yeah.
He struggled. He got through his struggle. He went to practice, and he practiced after practice, and he still practices before practice.
Yes.
I could be Michael Jordan.
I think it's really important that attitude, once again. I want the people, the audience really understand. They are there struggling. They say, I can't do this because this, my aunt told me I can't do this, my father told me I can't do this. And I really want them to know that a power is in you. It is your personal choice. You have to become a driver in your life, not passenger. You have to become an owner in your life, not rent it out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Stop
I love that.
renting.
That's right. I love that.
Yes.
That's right. You do, and it's really true. I mean, if we surrender to the passenger, then we'll be a passenger the rest of our life.
Right.
We can all drive our own vehicle.
Yes.
You know what? Our vehicle is right in front of us from the first day we could think, but we don't believe it.
Yes.
Because we ask our friends.
I know.
And they tell you that's what I will drive this home to the young people and everybody today.
You know what the funny thing is, when you ask somebody, friends, and you look at their life, they're confused, they're spinning around.
And you're asking a confused person. That's what I'm saying. Why go to someone who's confused and ask them, how do I get out of a confusion?
Yes, right, yeah.
Go to someone who is directed. Go to someone who has a clear vision. I learned that, and it helps. Now, those people will be tough on you. Those people tell you the facts. Those people tell you how it is. As it is.
Yes.
But you go to your friend, now wait a minute. He says I have to do this. First things first, Rudy, go back to school, learn how to study, and find out what's wrong.
Yes.
Then maybe you can go to Notre Dame.
Yes.
See, the people who knew said, go do first things first. And I think you can relate to that. We always have to go back to
also, so many people, when they go through some difficult time, some experience very shocking for them, they took that very negatively. We were talking about that earlier. When you decide, okay, I'm going to go to Notre Dame, you decide when your friends would have an accident.
That's right.
Right. So when you took that, instead of becoming the victim of the situation, you took charge. You just moved forward.
You made it a cause.
Yes.
See, people take it and make it a tragedy. Tragedy, you turn into a cause, and that energy that you have will take you to new levels.
You know what I said there? Sometimes we need, all of us, the shocking treatment,
We all need a shocking treatment. And we don't want tragedy to happen in your life.
Yes.
That's my other point, too. That's why I made the movie, Rudy, more than anything. Don't wait for tragedy to happen. Do it now.
Yeah, do it now.
Because it's like you said, we have those little decisions.
Yes.
Little decisions, that's what's going to affect our life. Long after we're done, we're going to affect people, millions of people.
Yes. And so many people, I always say the worst enemy is in you. Your own self-doubt, your own self that not believing who you are, your ability, because that you let other people information thinking that that's the real one. And I say, my heart was so jam-packed with the passion and a life. I said, so big, the size of a universe. No matter what they say, they can never steal from me. That's what I said. They can never rob from me.
People write me and call me up. Rudy, how do you get passion? Go out and struggle.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Then you'll get passion.
Yes, yes.
People, that's the key to passion, is struggle.
Yes.
People are afraid to struggle, afraid to fail.
Yeah.
They think, failure is, oh, mean I have to be accountable now? if I'm successful and I have to be responsible?
Yes.
That's what we have to teach, responsibility and accountability,
Yes.
and watch dreams come back.
You know, I've been told when I was born day one, they called me the curse because I was a girl. You know, they say, you can't do that. We're going to find your husband. You're supposed to learn, to produce 12 sons. I have to learn how to cook and sew because I want to train in martial art. They said, no, you can't do that. It was just like, I've been told all my life, you can't do that, you can't do that. Absolutely impossible. But every single time, I made it possible. I think that's what life is really all about, and become ownership in your life. Stop renting out,
Yeah, I like that. Stop renting and take ownership.
Yes.
And there's one little fuel, you got to put fuel in that car, and it's called anger. I use anger, and that's what got you and I
We
to
have to
certain
come
points.
back again. We'll come back. I know, stand by, don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
How can you call them dumb animals when they know what some people don't? That physical activity is essential to a healthy heart.
I'm so glad you're there for us because we are here for you too. My guest is Rudy Ruettiger, a very wonderful man whose life is shown in the movie Rudy. If you haven't seen it, I would strongly suggest you should take a look at that one. Because Rudy is telling me about what happened. What happened at the 1975, the game? Tell me what happened.
It's interesting. In 1975, that's the day, November 8th, is I got my first football game at Notre Dame and got in the game with 27 seconds left. And that came from a lot of preparation and a lot of practice and a lot of dreaming.
Yes.
And all came through a lot of struggle, too. But that moment I got in that game, I was in a very closed zone. I call it a zone. And I heard no one, I felt no one, I just knew what I had to do. It's called focus.
Focus, yes.
And when I had that focus, there was no way that kid who was a quarterback for Georgia Tech was going to get away that day because I was focused on him.
Yes.
I got my tackle with 5 seconds left, tackled him, the players came on the field, carried me off, and I was the only player ever to be carried off the Notre Dame football player on a conscious level.
Well, you really deserve that.
It was because I never dreamt about that. I never planned for that. I only focused on what I had to do every day and how to get through this struggle every day.